Hello, happy Friday, everybody, and happy Easter Monday. I know for a lot of people, I know especially in Canada, it's not a holiday anymore. It used to be because I used to always take today off when I was doing massage, and then all of a sudden one year it just wasn't a holiday, but I like any excuse to take in all those extra long weekends, so I still say this is a holiday. So happy Easter Monday. What I wanted to kind of share was just this story about cooking our dinner last night. And I think it's a good example of how having your stress and anxiety under control really, really helps and can benefit you. So, last night, so here in Mexico, everything is propane run. The stove is on propane and oven and all that. And there's no gauge. Like the neighborhood we live in, there's no gauges on the propane tanks. You really have no idea how full it is unless you literally climb up onto the roof and knock on the tank. And even then, you're kind of like, oh, sounds emptier than it did a couple months ago. Like there's no way to tell how low you are. And so you just kind of randomly put some money in every once in a while, is kind of what we've been told and what we've been doing. So last night, we were halfway through the tortilla cooking in the oven, and the rouladen is on the stove cooking, and we ran out of propane. And so there was no more cooking. And it's funny because old me, stressed out, high anxiety, overwhelmed me, would have lost my mind. Like, oh my God, what are we going to do? I would have been so upset. I would have just, yeah, I would have just lost it. The whole night would have been ruined. I know I would have gone to bed angry. I'm not even sure what we would have finished eating because we hadn't made the vegetables. They have to be cooked on the stove type thing. And I would have just shut down, and I probably would have been just angry, drank on the couch, and somehow let my boyfriend try and fix the situation. Who knows? I really am not quite sure to what extent I would have handled that, but it wouldn't have been good. I would have been very upset. I would have hated everything, and I would have gone to bed angry for sure. But having that stress, having those tools of literally we can't control it. Like we thought, okay, let's call a gas guy, but there's a minimum amount in cash that you have to have for them to come, and we did not have that. So calling the gas guy last night was not an option. And so then we're like, okay, well, we can't get more gas. Okay, so what else can we do? And again, instead of freaking out, instead of losing my mind, instead of being like, oh my God, like the pie is ruined, like, oh my God, we're like, okay, the tortilla's in the oven is hot. We'll just leave it in there. Hopefully, it'll cook enough. We'll see when we pull it out. The rouladen, okay, again, it's been boiling, it's probably cooked enough. Then thankfully I have two instant pots. So I'm like, okay, how can we make this work? Again, instead of freaking out, instead of losing my mind and thinking about all the, oh, we should have got gas, or we should have done this, or how can this, or blah, 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 all the horrible negative sides of this, it was just pure problem solving. Nobody was upset. I feel like we had a little bit of a laugh, and it was just, how are we going to fix this? And then I'm like, okay, well, the stuffing, okay, that goes over there because we actually couldn't find a turkey. So for the first time ever, I did stuffing in the Instant Pot for slow cooker mode. Um, anyway, that's a whole new story, not the same. And so pull the stuffing out, put it in a bowl. Okay, I can use, oh, the Instant Pot has saute mode. Okay, I can do the gravy and thicken the gravy in the Instant Pot. Sweet. Potatoes in the Instant Pot. I didn't really feel like doing the veg in the Instant Pot also. I'm like, you know what? Let's quickly whip up some Caesar salad dressing. It literally takes 2 minutes. Pot again, washing it up, filling it up, waiting another whatever 10 minutes it'll take to cook that. I'm like, it takes 2 minutes to whip up a salad. Let's do that. We'll be done. And we got everything made. It was so delicious. We still overate even without those other veggies. And it was great. The pie ended up being cooked enough. And yeah, it turned out to be really a really great evening. And even though we, couldn't finish cooking anything and had to switch it up, we fixed the problem. We solved the problems we had to. We made it work. No one was upset. We went to bed, I mean, very full, very tired, but happy. And it was a good night. And I think back, if I was stuck in that overwhelm, that high stress, I would have ruined the evening. Probably this morning, I would have woken up and been upset, like, "Oh, I can't have my eggs." I have eggs every single morning for breakfast, just small FYI. And I would have just been pissed off and upset, and it might have ruined even all of today. I might have let it linger into tomorrow because you know how sometimes we tend to get upset, then we forget why we're upset, and we stew in that anger and we let it fester. And next thing you know, we've been mad for days, and especially because holiday dinners are very important to me. So I just want to share this example, what happened, how we handled it, and how we still had this really awesome evening. And the other thing was, the evening was so nice. I even stayed up later. We were watching Reacher on Netflix, having a glass of wine. If I had been pissed off, I would have gone to bed early because I just would have wanted the day to be over. But instead, we had the extra time together. It was a great evening. So, yeah, I just really wanted to share this, and just as a good example of when you have the stress and anxiety under control, this is a huge, huge difference in your life. Days of happiness I have now that I would have lost being angry and upset over something I couldn't control, right? So I hope this helps. I hope this is just a little tidbit, a little nudge to really think about getting your stress, your anxiety under control, and really just know that it doesn't have to be. We don't have to live like that. Like, I spent 15 years in that overwhelm, and it's I don't have regrets. I don't believe in regrets, but really it's all that time wasted that I could have been enjoying my life. I could have had happy moments with friends and family that I just don't have because I was just stuck in that overwhelm and all that stress and anxiety and chaos and drama. So and I just also really want to add, guys, again, I've been there, I've done that. Obviously, this story, I'm on the other side. I still use all of these tools that I share with you, and this is an example, again, how that one simple tool works. Can you fix it? No, then don't worry about it. What can you fix? I can't fill the gas. We tried to fix it, it didn't work. What else can I fix? What else can I actually affect? Right? And this do that, and then just let the rest go, because it'll be what it'll be. If you can't fix it, you got to let it go, right? So I hope this helps, and I hope this again shows you that the tools really do work. And if you need help, if you're looking to really get that under control, if this story has been like, oh god, yeah, I had something similar, except I did get upset, I did get pissed off, in fact I'm still pissed off, send me a DM, maybe even just comment, it's time. Oh, thank you. You're too sweet. But yeah, it really does work. And we don't have to let all that anger, all that stress and anxiety take away our happiness, our good times, these memories we could have if we didn't give them away to that stress and anxiety. So if you're looking to get that help, like I said, DM me, comment so I can reach out to you, whatever it is. And I do want to also really stress, guys, um, I have had DMs that don't go through. So if you DM me and I don't respond, I haven't received it. I do not ignore people ever. So then maybe reach out, comment on any post I have and be like, I DM'd you. You need to check the DM or DM me back, whatever it is. I do not ignore people. So yeah.